So, you're looking to grow your dental practice, and you've heard about Facebook ads. Well, you've heard right. They can be an absolute game changer. But let's be honest, when they're done wrong, it really does feel like you're just pouring money into a black hole. The good news? There's a right way to do it. So, let's break down the winning strategy. Does this feel familiar? You spend a little money, you boost a few posts here and there, but crickets. The phone isn't ringing any more than usual. So many practices get stuck here, and they start to wonder if social media ads are even worth it. Well, I'm here to tell you they absolutely are, but it takes a little shift in your thinking. And right there, that's the whole ballgame. The secret to making this work is to stop randomly boosting posts and start building a real methodical campaign. It's about having a clear plan. Who are you trying to reach? What are you going to say to them? And how exactly are you going to turn that one little click into a new patient in your chair? All right, so let's jump into the first pillar, targeting your ideal patients. This, right here, is why Facebook is such a powerhouse for a local dental practice. It all comes down to one word: precision. Think about it. A billboard or a mailer, that's like using a shotgun. You're just hoping you hit something. Facebook lets you use a laser. You get to handpick your audience. So if you're looking for more high-value cosmetic cases, or maybe you want to attract new families in the area, you can put your message right in front of them, and only them. And this is where the magic really happens. You can literally draw a circle on a map just around your office. You can choose specific age groups, but check this out. You can even target behaviors, like people who have just recently moved into your neighborhood. I mean, imagine being the very first dentist a new family in town hears about. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so you've targeted the perfect people. What's next? Well, now you've got to grab their attention and make it super, super easy for them to go from that first click all the way to booking with you. This is where your ad creative and your landing page are absolutely crucial. Just think about how you use social media. You're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Your ad has maybe a split second to make someone stop. It's got to be visually interesting. It has to feel trustworthy, and it needs to scream, "Hey, this is for you." So let's look at what works versus what doesn't. Forget the generic, cheesy stock photos. Nobody believes those anymore. Use real pictures of your actual team and your office. It builds instant trust. And instead of a vague headline, give them a real benefit. And for goodness sake, give them a clear call to action. Tell them exactly what to do next. Listen, this is so, so important. You can craft the most amazing, perfectly targeted ad, and it can do its job and get the click. But where you send that person next is just as critical. The single biggest mistake I see practices make is sending ad traffic to their generic homepage. It's a conversion killer. Instead, you need a dedicated landing page. It has to continue the conversation from the ad, so the messaging needs to match. It needs a ridiculously simple way for them to contact you. It has to build their confidence with things like patient reviews. And here's the kicker. It absolutely has to load fast and look amazing on a smartphone, because that's where most people are going to see it. All right, we're on to our final section, how to optimize for maximum ROI. This is all about taking the data you're getting and turning it into real, tangible practice growth. This is the ongoing work. I can't stress this enough. Facebook ads are not a crock pot. You can't just set it and forget it and hope for the best. Real growth comes from paying attention. You have to see what's working and then double down on it. And just as important, you have to see what's not working and cut it loose so you stop wasting money. And look, you don't have to be a data scientist. Just focus on a few key things. Your click-through rate basically tells you if your ad is interesting or boring. Cost per click tells you how much you're paying for each website visitor. But the real king, the most important metric of them all, is cost per lead. That number tells you exactly how much it costs to get a potential new patient to raise their hand and say, "I'm interested." Okay, you ready for a pro tip? Let's talk about retargeting. The truth is, most people don't book an appointment the very first time they see your ad. Life happens, right? They get distracted. Well, that's where retargeting comes in to save the day. The whole process is simple, but it's incredibly powerful. You're just showing a gentle, friendly reminder ad to people who have already visited your website. You're not bugging strangers. You're just staying top of mind with people who showed interest. This is especially potent for those higher value services like implants or cosmetic dentistry, where people take a little longer to decide. Man, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? You could be the most talented dentist in your entire state with the best tech and the friendliest team, but if the community around you doesn't know it, your growth is going to be capped. Smart, strategic marketing is what makes all the difference. So here's the bottom line. Success with Facebook ads comes from having a strategy, not just a budget. When you focus on the right targeting, great creative, a high-converting landing page, and actually looking at the data, you can turn social media into a predictable engine for growing your practice. So I'll leave you with this thought. What's just one small change you can make this week to make your ads a little bit smarter?